What's that on the screen?
Hello everybody, my name is Not Markiplier. Welcome back to Sonic Omens. It's time for episode 4, already halfway through the game. I mean, I guess I should have expected this. Now, here we are at Gun Arsenal. I'm not going to speedrun this. I think I'll take it nice and slow and show you what I love about this level, because people talk about this... Hang on. Okay, so people don't really like this level. And, you know what all the levels that people don't like have in common? They're not straightforward, or
I'll get the best result if you stop annoying me.
less straightforward than regular Sonic levels. Now, this room, it's an enemy room. You start with 6 enemies, and most people's instinct would be to homing attack all of them. But why do that
Chaos Blast!
when you can do this? It also breaks all the boxes and reveals another Chaos container, and from here, a nice Chaos Dash up, which you can do by holding right bumper and then hitting left trigger. At least that's how I do it. Or you could hold the jump button and hit left trigger. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we continue. That should only take a few seconds. Now this room is another one where you don't have to wait for the platforms. You can Chaos Dash. You jump onto one of the platforms, then Chaos Dash twice, I think. I'm going to try it to see if I remember correctly. There we go. Wait, that was a boost container. No, that was a chaos container. Okay, so next room. Now, there's this really shiny light, and I've seen people miss it. I don't know how, but I've seen people miss that button. And it's shaped like the Sonic Heroes buttons. And I don't know, it's just right there. Come on. Now, you can use Chaos Spear. Oh. Right, so the ideal way to use Chaos Spear and aim at these buttons is to hold square or X on your controller, depending on what controller you use. I don't know the keyboard controls. Anyway, you hold this button to go into an aiming mode, and it snaps to targets. It doesn't snap to this one because it's not a target anymore. But then you just press the button, let it fly. You can also charge your Chaos Spear, but that's for combat. It has a nice radius of splash damage, but you don't have to do any of that. You know what you could do if you wanted to just bypass the platforming? This! Chaos Dash and the boost. I think the boost is so underrated. At least in the Infinity Engine, not boost as a whole. Okay, now this one you're going to want to boost a little bit just to make sure you cover the distance. And you continue on. This room I really like. I used to not really like. Okay, so your next obstacle is these platforms with the moving glass walls. What I do is just jump when the glass is closed so I land on the edge. That's just how I do it. But you can use Chaos Control to slow down the glass and to slow down the projectiles. Hang on, I'm gonna go back for more Chaos. Oh no, no! I was going to try to save myself with Chaos Dash, but I didn't have enough energy for that. Anyway, so let's do this again. You go through this room. Actually, there. So you don't have to do all the careful platforming. Again, you can make your own shortcuts.
Telling me where to go.
Now, those non-threatening enemies, these, only give you 5% boost instead of 10%, but it still adds up. Now this is just a long hallway, and it loops around back into this room that you were just in. Here's a nice cool grinding section,
Just like that.
leading to this, I almost said wall, this tunnel here. But I'm going to go back to the last checkpoint and show you something. Oh, well, I didn't mean to go that far. Wait, no, we're right where I need to be. Okay. So, I found my own shortcut, which is one thing I absolutely love to do in these games. And it's part of why I think looping design and vertical design in these levels is not a bad thing. So, you see that? That could shave like 40 seconds off. Something like that. Another room where you can chaos dash to victory. Take a look at this. You see that? There's so much good in this. So much. And people don't want to experiment. They just want to blast through. Oh yeah, these platforms. I've seen people get stuck here. People don't like this room. But you know what you have? It's a non-issue. One thing I love about Chaos Control in this game is that it's just there. You can use it anytime. Also, look at this. You can slide under, or you can go right through with Chaos Dash. It's so good. I wish there were more things like that. Now, another enemy room. But oh no, what does Shadow have that none of these other enemies do? Bam! Now that covers most of the enemies in the area. With good placement, you can get all of them at once. But here we go. Now this is a different room from the one that we were looping through before. You can go across these platforms because... Oh! Ah! You can save yourself with Chaos Dash. Now, continue on. There are arrows on the floor. I've seen people miss these too. Don't ask me how, but I have seen it. I don't understand it, but, you know, I think it's the mindset that people have going into Sonic games. That they just want to cruise. But what if the game isn't about cruising through, you know? So you're going through this room very carefully. Here's another button to Chaos Spear. Oops, I messed up. So you can do this, or again, I could have jumped over to that platform in the distance covered by that yellow pillar with a boost jump and Chaos Dash. But here's the more careful way. And there you go. This is the final hallway to the end of the level. But I don't want to go there just yet. I want to show you something else. One last shortcut I found. Okay. Water running. It exists. There. I forgot I had no rings. Oops, that's on me. Okay. I need to get some more Chaos Dash. Oh. Gotta be careful. I really love the manual camera control here. Okay. Oh! I messed up. Note that I said I messed up, because the game does account for all your mistakes, or most of them at least. I should have kept boosting. I had the boost. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, let's continue. There we go. This is longer than it should have been, but it was a really good teaching moment. I recommend watching my first lore-accurate Shadow video. Probably gonna link to it in the description or in like a little card at the top of the screen or something.
The balance of chaos is upset.
Sonic doesn't cope with the Emerald's protection, although he dared to say the opposite.
Professor Eggman believes that he can test our patience.
According to our soldiers, Eggman has attacked Sector W. Stop him and deliver the emerald to us.
The
We'll take care of
pose.
the rest.
Now these voices, I think they were a little bit strange. Like humans that sounded a little too gravelly. I don't know. I feel like humans should have smoother voices in general. And as you can see, Shadow works for gun. Motorcycle. Don't know why he has one, but it's cool in this cutscene. Okay, look at those robots. Just, they're bumbling around. I feel like it's okay for Eggman's robots. Okay, look at this. Charging a Chaos Spear, and bam! Doom Spears before it even happened. I will say, hey, that slide, I love it.
Rouge, are you there?
Hey, Shadow. Why did you leave immediately? You could have come to my office and said hi.
She's all dressed up for him.
Where's the objective's location?
Well, you're on the right track.
Is there any information on the incident that happened there?
Uh-huh. I found out that the outbreak was from 2 Chaos Emeralds. Apparently, the stones were out of contact for way too long and started causing havoc. Shadow, are you listening to me?
Yes, Rouge. Continue tracking my signal. I'm on my way.
I think Shadow's delivery is okay. Not as good as the Sonic voice actor, unfortunately.
Shadow.
But it's not the accent that bothers me.
Does the doctor have
Okay,
anything to
now
do
this
with
level,
I
it's
see
going to be
that
harder
it's
to
like
teach because it's a
Omens.
much longer level,
He's been here.
but I'll try my best. This one can be confusing for first-timers, unfortunately. But I still like it. I love the mystical feeling, the way the jungle just feels dangerous, and
Where did this
the use of oxygen in rotten places instead of underwater. It's really cool. You can get through these without needing to take a breath. But I'm slowing down for the teaching moments again. This level is, dare I say, a little more linear than the other one. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right word, because it does have some looping back and forth, and there's less of an opportunity for you to make your own shortcuts. Although I will right here. You don't have to platform through these things, and you can just bam, right to the next section and moving forward. But I'm going to show you how it's regularly done. Okay. A first timer most likely will just platform on the on these little platforms. Platform on the platforms. Now, your objective is that button over there. It's lit up pretty brightly. Hopefully people won't miss, but I'm pretty sure they will. Now, there's a robot over there. And And I feel like the robots are there to lead you closer to a good platform to shoot from. As you can see, there are also grappling hook locations for Sonic to jump on. I think these levels are really good with Sonic. Not quite as fun because he has less powers, but still good. Anyway, moving forward. Now here, more platforming. And I know Sonic fans like to just zoom. And you can. Hang on, I missed it. I did it too early. Haven't played this level in a while. But I remember a lot of it. I remember enough for it to be... Hey! I didn't do it early, I just did it in the wrong direction. I guess all the turning around could be confusing if you don't know the level already. But once you do know it, it's so satisfying to blast through. Then you barely have to slow down. This is one level where you do have to hit buttons because you open doors that way. And that means you can't just bypass things by making shortcuts. But it's alright, because there's always motion. Always progress.
Look like they can be raised somehow.
I'm thinking that means I could make my own shortcut here somehow, but I'll need some more testing for that. Anyway, I feel like this is going to be a longer episode because these levels are ones that I have a lot more to say about. Love this little bit here. It just feels so smooth. Okay. Now this part's not too hard. I mean, if you're not paying attention, it can be. I don't think depth perception is an issue here, but it is in one of the levels. Well, mostly the tornado stages, but in the Sonic and Shadow stages, I don't think so. I feel like there should be a drop shadow, but wait, did I just fall? No, that was a robot part. Got scared for a minute there. You can also skip the cutscenes of rising platforms, although I don't recommend it because then you won't know where they are. I mean, you might know, but it would take some guesswork if you don't really pay attention, at least to the area and what buttons affect what things. Now here's an enemy room where you can't breathe. Oh boy, oh boy. And I'm free. If you're playing as Sonic, you can use the light speed dash. No, light speed attack. I keep getting them mixed up. And we're almost through. Like I said, the level's not that confusing if you pay attention. I didn't even let the music breathe, but it's so good. And there we go. The next thing is, well, you'll see.
This vision again.
Foreshadowing.
Rouge, I don't feel the presence
Puns.
of an emerald inside this temple. Doctor has beaten us to it.
So that's where Eggman gets his second emerald. This is Vortex, another one of the Omens, activated by the Green Emerald.
The monster hungry for a Chaos Emerald.
Now,
Why am I not surprised?
as you can see, you're losing breath here too. But did you know Chaos Control slows down your breath? Like, as long as you stay Chaos controlled, you're pretty much set. Of course, it'll run out eventually. I don't know if the Chaos containers in this part respawn. Also, you see he has the long range attack, but the arena's nice and big, so you don't have to worry about that. You do have to worry about his projectiles. Chaos Spear in this fight, in version 3.2.0, actually does double damage. And that's pretty nice. Well, I think it does double damage. I'll do a normal one. I can't really tell. I was sure it did double damage. I could be wrong. Most people that I've seen play this go and... oh! Most people that I've seen play this go up and try to hit his head like this. Which, they can. You see that? You can also... oh... I was going to say you can also slide under the hands. It kind of worked. Anyway, you can hit his head, but you also have to be careful about what he's doing, because he's going to try to swipe at you. Now, breathe for a bit,
Water's rising. I need to get out of here fast.
and make your escape. Time for a short platforming section. I think in older versions, the water would actually chase you, but people didn't know what to do, so they made it so that it didn't chase you until after you started getting out of the room or something. Whoa! I love the tension here. Oh boy. Saved it! Haha, you see that? You see that? Oh! Didn't save it. I messed myself up there. That's on me. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Let's go this side. This way this time. As you can see, Sonic's grappling hooks are there. Man, the music is so good. Oh! I was going for the rings. That one, I won't say is on me. Because if you're gonna have rings there, maybe put them a little higher, or maybe I was just too slow. That could be another issue. I'll go for the higher rings. And there we have it, a checkpoint and a phase 2. A smaller, more dangerous arena. You can zoom out the camera by clicking the left stick. Oh. Chaos Blast works on him, but I don't really... oh boy. I don't really recommend using it. Yeah, that's on me for not paying attention. Okay. I say conserve your rings. But, oh, if you had the first phase down, you should be alright for the second. Nope, nope. Just have to be careful. Because... oh, okay. Nope, I'm just getting out of here. Oh yeah, you can lock onto enemies by clicking in the left stick. I'm pretty sure I said that before. In the first fight. The first boss fight of the game. This sounds victorious. Way less dangerous than phase 1. Okay. Yeah, definitely go get some rings. Don't be careless like me. Oh, okay, I thought that was gonna cut it. Guess not. And that's that. That's Vortex. Is that it for episode 4? I don't remember. There we go. Okay, so I ran out of storage space, so I just finished up the Vortex fight again, and we're going to continue. There's one more cutscene. The showdown. Vortex and Shadow. Losing his inhibitions. You see this? The absolute speed and destruction. You think Sonic could match that?
Rouge, are you seeing this?
So cool.
I have no idea what that creature is.
Strange things are happening here. Doctor,
And there he goes.
I need to follow him.
One thing I like about this game is that everyone who's involved is basically neck and neck in progress. Oh, that's it for episode 5. Spoilers, we're gonna see this later. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves.